I'm Tracy Baxter in the Times-Herald-Record newsroom. Here's the latest election results that have come in to the Times-Herald-Record newsroom. First of all, for the U.S. Senate race, early on it was known that Kirsten Gillibrand had won re-election over Republican Wendy Long, a substantial lead there. Also in the state assembly, 100th district, Democrat Aileen Gunther moving on to another term over Republican Gary Linton. As far as the president race is concerned, Barack Obama winning New York State as expected. He has small leads in a couple of the battleground states, Florida and Ohio, while Mitt Romney and President Obama running virtually even on electoral votes at this point, with Romney a slight edge in the popular vote. So that, as expected, going down to the wire. Also a very close race shaping up in the 18th Congressional District, where Republican incumbent Nan Hayworth was running behind Democrat challenger Sean Patrick Maloney by approximately 7,000 votes. However, there is still many more votes to count, but Maloney running very strong in the 18th Congressional District. State assembly races, Republican Annie Rabbitt, the incumbent, was leading Democrat Gerard McQuaid with 44% of the vote in. She had a lead of about 4,000 votes. Again, still more than half of the votes yet to be counted in that race. In the 99th Assembly District, right now it looks like Democrat James Skoufis is running very strong, about 5,000 vote lead there over Republican Kyle Roddy, and that with about 75% of the districts reporting there. Locally, some local races that have wrapped up in Sullivan County in the Tustin Town Council race. Andrea Reynosa, the incumbent, winning the council seat there, and the proposition for bookkeeper in Tustin was yes to create that position. Also in the village of Chester in the trustee race there, the two winners, incumbent Philip Raggia and John Bell, winning there. In Cornwall, the town justice race, Democrat Lynn Biesecker was the winner there over Michael O'Connor. Back on the state level, it would appear that Democrat Frank Skartatos will be winning re-election unofficially at this point in the 104th State Assembly District with more than 50% of the vote in. Skartatos had more than a 2,000 vote lead over Republican Christine Bello. Back in Sullivan County in the town of Lumberland, David Lehman winning a town council race there. Also passage of the Service Award for Volunteer Firefighters proposition, a yes vote there in Lumberland. Town of Bethel, the council race there, Lillian Hendrickson, the Democrat, a winner. And town of Neversink is going to remain dry by a vote of 799 to 685. Residents in Neversink voting no on the proposition, should restaurants be allowed to sell alcohol. Back over in Orange County, it would appear right now that that race for legislator extremely close. Republican R.J. Smith, the incumbent, holding off a challenge at the present time over Democrat Roseanne Sullivan by approximately 2,000 votes, with 76% of the vote in. And in a couple of other races, in the congressional race in the 19th district, Republican incumbent Chris Gibson, approximately a 20,000 vote lead over Democrat Julian Schreibman, but there was still some votes out there to be counted, and that is unofficial, but Gibson running strong in his bid for re-election at this point. And in the 39th State Assembly District, the 39th State Senate District, Republican incumbent William Larkin had an approximate 3,000 vote lead over Democrat challenger Chris Eachus. The vote count there approximately 27,000 to 23,700, and that with about 61% of the votes in. That's where we stand at this hour. I will be back at 12 midnight to have further updates in our coverage of Decision 2012.